Hello everyone, this is Sarabjit Sidhu and today I will be talking about what clinical research actually is and how it helps to cure any disease, and what its role in prevention of the diseases. So let's talk about. So clinical research is all about when you do a research on a human. So word clinical it mean itself meaning is the human. So it may be on a healthy people or maybe on a sick people, like your phase 1. If you wanted to know what phase 1 is, we have a video on phase 1 on our channel. So healthy people mostly in a phase 1, sick people in the advanced phases like phase 2, like phase 3. These are the advanced steps of a clinical research. So there you take the people in the research who are actually suffering from some disease. So now clinical research is not only focusing on one thing, it helps you to improve the knowledge of any disease. First of all, if you wanted to cure some disease, you should be having knowledge of that disease, like how it is spreading in the body, what type of symptom it is causing. Then you also need a diagnostic method. You need some test or device which can help you to diagnose that disease, because if you are unable to find that, okay, is it a lung cancer or there is an issue with the kidney or there is a migraine issue, if you are not able to identify disease, how you will cure? And ultimate goal is for a better patient care. So now how actually it is done? It is done with a careful planning. So you plan first, right? That's why we have a good clinical practice guideline. We have video for that also on our channel. So first goal is to enhance the knowledge, basically medical knowledge on that particular disease. Then you also have to find a way that how you can take a necessary measure you can protect the people, like a vaccination. And you can't do this research without regulatory approval. Regulatory approval means there are certain laws that you have to follow. You have to follow a law to do a research. If you are in US, you have to follow FDA rules. If you are in India, you have a DCGI new drug rules. If you are in Europe, EMA rules are there, right? So in which country you are doing a research, you have to follow the law of that country. And now let's understand how this research is actually done. So suppose there is a disease X, it may be your infectious disease, it may be some other disease like cancer, it can be a lifestyle related problem. So that disease X can be any. So the first step will be understanding the disease. That will be your first step, and how it is done by planning few clinical studies. Then step 2 will be diagnostic. There may be some devices or there may be some tests. Those are designed so that you can diagnose that particular disease. So like when COVID-19 hit, the first issue what the scientists were saying that we are trying to understand this disease, how it is spreading, how it is causing other health related problem. And third step is of course cure. Now under cure also you have two ways. One is your vaccination, that is prevention. That's why we are saying that prevention is better than a cure. So prevention is coming under vaccination. So that's why there was too much of rush to develop a vaccine. Then another pillar is you also have to treat a people, that is medicine. So that is treatment. So these are the two in high level. Further split in a cure. You either you give a medicine, drug or anything to treat that person, or you give like childhood vaccinations. We get vaccination for a polio so that we don't get a disease at all, right? So that is your vaccination. So I think this is very clear. This is on high level how it is done. Let's also understand that how scientists try to understand any disease, what they really do. Cure, we can understand that they will be planning experiments, right? That's all they are known as clinical trials. Let's understand. Now they further plan two type of studies. One is your observational studies. This is your one. Second is your interventional study. Now one by one. observational study, that you are not giving any new drug or slash treatment to a patient. You are simply trying to understand the disease. It is main goal is to improve the knowledge of the disease over the time. So basically over a time you are trying to understand that how disease is how disease is causing a harm within a body and how it is spreading. They are carried out within framework of to follow up a patient. Like you may ask a question to a patient, you keep on checking on their health, like okay, this how they are doing. You also take a natural history. It is just a small example you can take is that just plan a study for 1 year, that okay, how the smoking is causing a harm in some people. Or you can take an example like okay, this person maybe have this disease, or let's study his life for next 1 year, like that. Or this can also be retrospectively, you can study the literature, but that is a separate story. Interventional, where you are giving new treatment to a patient. So basically you are intervening. Now in this you try to understand efficacy and safety. These are seems like a difficult term. No, it's very easy. Efficacy means, is this drug working? Because this is a new treatment. Is this working? Very simple question. And second, is it safe? So these are the two questions you try to answer in your clinical trials. And basically you try to understand that are you able to manage a disease with this new treatment. And of course there are deeper layers in an interventional study, like you start with phase 1, then you go to phase 2, then further go to phase 3, and then if you are successful till phase 3, you take a permission, and then you will be able to sell your, or you can say market your drug, right? So I hope this is able to help you to understanding that what is clinical research and how it is helping to find out the new treatment. If you wanted to know more about clinical research, in the description box we have given a link to a book also. You can study that book and you can learn more about clinical research. And please, if you wanted to cover any other topic, do let us know. Thank you so much.